I guess let's be honest. If you're working 40, 50, maybe even 60 hours a week and still feel like you're just getting by, man, it's not your fault. Listen, you're doing all you can do. You're certainly not lazy if that's how many hours that you're putting in. Even if you're just doing 40, definitely not. It takes a lot of effort to get up every day, to do things around the house, to make sure that you're prepared and ready to get to work on time. And it's not us, it's just the system. The system is designed to keep us surviving and not thriving. We show up every day. We do what we're told. We show up on time. We've been giving them the best years of our life, our energy, and still money barely covers, our expenses. And if you're like me, you probably wondered, is this what my life is going to be forever? So in this video, what I want to do is show you what I discovered after years of feeling overworked and underpaid, and more importantly, how I started to create an income stream on the side while I'm working my full-time job that has given me a sense of control again. So it's just been amazing, and because I'm building something for me and my family. And I know that you can as well. So, the truth is really we were just taught, we were raised, at a different time, and that if we work hard, we'd be rewarded, right? And maybe that used to be true, maybe in our parents when they were growing up or earlier, when we were getting into the working environment, but it's not really true for today. There's millions of people that are working their tails off, have side gigs, delivering groceries, delivering food, just to make ends meet and just to keep the lights on. People who do everything right, having a job, working full time, showing up, giving it our all, doing extra things even, but yet many of us can't even afford a vacation or a very expensive medical procedure because of the cost. And that is not okay. Back in the day, hard work used to equal wealth, but really not so much anymore. What equals wealth nowadays is ownership. Having passive income, multiple streams of income. But we were never taught that. We were never taught it in school, and we were only taught how to be good employees. And that's just a cycle, man. You work hard, you pay the bills, repeat. It's exhausting. It's limiting. And most importantly, I want you to hear this, it's not your fault. I think probably one of the pivotal moments for me when I really got serious about looking into something that I can do online that would help me get started fast, would provide me the support that I needed, and not be tech overwhelm, or not having anybody to call on, or not having a, community that I could refer back to help me go through, just the learning curve on everything. But I remember sitting at my desk thinking, is this it, man? Is this how it's going to be for the next 10, 15 years? Working more hours, getting minimal raises, commission structures changing, and praying that the company sticks around, because that's a big thing. There are so many companies that just one day the employees go. It's happened to me 2 years ago, working for a company. Went to work, everything was locked. No notice, no nothing at all. So I realized at that point that I absolutely had no control over my income. If the company changes, my income could change. If I got sick or if I got burnt out, there was no plan B. And forget about scaling. There's nothing to scale, man. My time was maxed out. I couldn't do anything more. So, and I knew that it just wasn't me. I started to see it everywhere as I became aware. More people that I spoke to were stressed out. They were missing family events, trying to work overtime or the weekends, working extra shifts just to stay afloat. But it's kind of a catch-22, because the more you work, the more you pay in taxes. Or if you earn commissions, the more you earn, the more you get taxed. So I just thought, there has to be another way. And if you're feeling that way too, if deep down you know that you're giving way too much and not getting enough back, it's not in your head. It's real. And it's time to do something about it. I didn't want to keep hoping for a raise. I had to stop that cycle of looking towards my employer or my company to fill that void, right? Maybe I can make more money, or waiting, basically I was waiting for them to give me a better life. So once I realized that wasn't going to happen, I knew that I needed to create it, but I didn't want to start something complicated. I didn't want a brick and mortar business. I didn't want something that was going to take me months to put together. I didn't have a lot of money to invest. And there's so much noise out, even in the online space, about how to get started, about what to do, about different opportunities out there, and I just got lucky. I tell you, I came across a done for you digital business system. Everything was already built. It's like a business in a box. I didn't need to invent the wheel. I just had to plug in, follow the training, and stay consistent. Now, those are things that we're doing. I'm doing anyways in my job, plugging in, following the training, staying consistent. So I know how to do that. There's no issue there. I knew I needed training. I found it there. It was simple. It was self-paced and easy to understand, just really step by step over the shoulder. Because I'm working full time, I was like, well, what extra time do I have? So I started on evenings and weekends. It was all around my full-time job. So, and when I had questions, I was able to tap into the community of like-minded people during office hours for support. And I didn't have to pay extra for it, which was so great, because now I have a mentor, I have access to community, all included. And really, guys, for the first time, I stopped feeling stuck. That's a horrible feeling, to wake up and to just know that it's just another day in the slog, in the mud. I felt like I was really building something that belonged to me. So, guys, if you're watching this video, it could be because you're looking for another option if you're working full time. I don't know you, but I know something about you. I do know that you're not afraid of hard work. But now it's time for you to have your hard work actually pay off for you. And that's why I'm offering a guide. It's called the Elite Guide to Digital Income. It's free. It's a beginner-friendly guide to show you how simple it can be to start building your own income stream at the side, and explains the basics of digital marketing, which is great because if you're new, like I was, to digital marketing, I didn't know anything about it, wasn't familiar with anything in with jargon. I didn't even know what to look for. What is a digital product? How does it work? I don't understand. That's what this guide will break everything down for you. It's free. It explains all the basics, shows you how I got started, and gives you a clear next step without the fluff, without the overwhelm. So if you guys click on the link below, it's 100% free, as I said, and exactly what I wish I had when I got started. So that's why I'm sharing it with everybody, that I can. So just know that you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to take the first step like I did. And that guide is your first step. So, drop a comment. Let me know, guys. What part of your 9 to 5 are you most tired of? Let's talk about it. I do read every single comment, and I've definitely been where you may be right now, looking, searching, scrolling, listening to videos, and just hesitant about your next decision. But please hit like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, because every week I share new videos to help us and help you create your own economy and to build a digital income that finally works for you. Guys, let's go. Let's start today. Time is of the essence. We're here. The community's here. We're waiting for you.